Good morning, whole junior high learning community. Happy Thursday. This one's coming out a day earlier due to the fact that we don't have school tomorrow for midwinter break. But good morning, everybody. Mr. Knighton here. Let's go ahead and jump right in. As always, we want to kick off with our word. My humanity is bound up in yours, for we can only be human together. Again, our humanity is bound up in one another's, for we can only be human together. Faces around the junior high. As always, no surprise, my favorite thing. I love talking about our young people. I got a few photos here, a couple from Mrs. Olischek's classroom. We've got Miss Troitsky here in the hallway. Again, I think every building, everybody in life should have a Miss Troitsky. Miss Troitsky is just a vibrant, wonderful human being. Down here, we have some students that are working outside of the STEAM room that is taught by Mrs. Brimley. We also have a couple more students from Mrs. O's room. We've got, let me see. Oh, this is from Mrs. Brimley's room too. Some students working on a STEAM project. And then we also, actually no, Mrs. Brimley also teaches art. So that's actually a picture from her art classroom. And then we had a few guests on, let's see, what day was that? Wednesday. We had a few guests here in the building from Michigan State University, from their K through 12 outreach department. And this is a picture of them and me down here. It's a great group of educational leaders right here, so it was an honor to host them in our building and to have them pop into our classrooms and do some observations. And they also sat with their teachers in the afternoon and did some learning with them in their professional learning communities. So that was a really neat experience. So thank you so much for coming out. And then this is them again. They were working with one of our teachers in the hallway, learning a little bit about a history project that their students were working on. So just a really neat time having them in the building. And then last but not least, this is my boy right here. I call him Houston. His name is not Houston, but I call him Houston. And he is a bit of a cookie connoisseur. So in the cafeteria the other day, he had collected quite a decent amount of cookies, and I was sitting with him talking shop, talking cookies, talking life, and I had to get a quick picture of him. So faces around the junior high, just love doing that. If you can tell too, I'm in a different area of my office today. This back wall, I don't know if you can see it, I call this back wall my Oliver wall. Oliver is my wife and I's youngest. He is he's a fun kid. He doesn't give me as much artwork as he once did, but as he used to give it, I would just pin it to my wall. So this is my Oliver wall. So I'm in my office, just in a different area of my office. All right, let's see here. This coming week we have Tuesday on the 17th, we have our crew meeting for Shrek. Again, shout out to everybody that came out and auditioned for Shrek. I know that those the cast and everything has been set. And then this meeting on Tuesday is for crew. So behind the scenes, doing everything from staging, lighting. There's just a lot that goes into these beautiful, amazing musicals. So crew, very important role. That is on Tuesday, February 17th. Please come on out. The Kroger account, I'm going to keep this just as a reminder. I'm not going to go over it, but if you are a Kroger shopper and you have a Kroger Rewards, go ahead and sign into your account and link our building under the community rewards, and then a small portion of those purchases gets kicked back to us. So thank you so much. We have Wellness Week coming up. It's going to be really exciting here for the next 2 weeks. So next week when we come back, again, there is no school on Monday, but we have Wellness Week. We are doing an American Heart Challenge. There is more information here, so please check this out. But Monday next week, we have, Tuesday through Friday, we have a Spirit Week of sorts. Tuesday's Pajama Day. Wednesday is favorite sports, team gear, jersey. Thursday, dressed like a teacher day. That should be very exciting because we're so professional. Can't wait to see how everybody comes out. And then on Friday, we have Red Out, so we're red. So again, next week we have Wellness Week, and then the following week is Kindness Week. So we'll have some fun stuff going on that week too. More to come. All right, Grit, Glam, Guts Spring Teen Conference. That is coming up in March. So please, if you are at all interested in getting your young person signed up, go ahead and click here. An amazing learning opportunity. We took a small group of students last year, and we're really excited to get back out there again this year. So please come on. Please encourage your young person to sign up, and we're looking forward to taking them out there. All right, Winter Festival, that's coming up February 27th. I know that all the slots are full. We had our parent advisory committee meeting last night, and we were talking about that. Again, if you're still interested in coming and volunteering, we are not going to turn anybody away. Just please reach out to us and let us know. But that is on February 27th. That's a Friday, right after school. I'm always going to keep talking about this. We got to be on time. It's getting better. It's getting way better. But we just have to make sure that our young people are here at 7:30, that they're in their classroom, they're in their seat, and they're ready to learn. So thank you so much for your support, families. Midwinter break, that is tomorrow, for Friday, February 13th, and we are also off on Monday, February 16th, and we return to school on February 17th. Speaking of February, on February 26th, that's a Thursday, we will be sending out the Fall Family Conference sign-up link. Conferences are not until March, but that is coming up very, very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that email on Thursday, February 26th at 6 a.m. You'll be able to sign up for conferences. We're going to offer in-person on the 4th, and we're going to offer a virtual conference on the 5th. Keep in mind that each time slot that you sign up for is a 4-minute conference, individual conference with one of your students' teachers. So you'll want to familiarize yourself with your student's schedule, know who their teachers are, and then when that link comes out on Thursday, February 26th, you'll want to sign up for those teachers that you want to see. Again, we have some in person on Thursday, and then on Wednesday, and some in person then on some virtual on Thursday. So thank you for signing up. We're looking forward to seeing y'all out. Next week when we return, again, no school on Monday. We'll come back on Tuesday. We'll be running A and B schedules, staff emails. Nothing has changed there. Junior high calendar, we are in February. It's going to be March very soon. Don't forget, fall family conferences are coming up in March. Clubs and activities. Last night when we were meeting with PAC, this came up. So we want to make sure, and I'll work with our club departments, one, in getting an updated list out there so you know, again, what clubs we offer, but then also making sure that our club times are represented correctly on this calendar. This is a screenshot that I took of the calendar at the beginning of the month, so it has since been updated. You'll want to click here in order to be able to see everything that's new. But we do have a variety of club opportunities here after school, so we want to ensure that your young person is able to attend. So more information to come. We're going to find a better way to streamline that information so you're able to access that and know what we have going on. Last but not least, our word of the week. This is coming from Nelson Mandela. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Again, for to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. If you've been listening to these video announcements now for the past 4 or 5 months since we started school, there's a common theme, and there's a theme in that we are connected, we are better together, we are better humans the more that we support other humans. So these words of wisdom from Nelson Mandela about freeing ourselves from whatever the chains are that bind us and that hold us down. Part of that journey and part of that freedom is by way of living and supporting other people. I know here in Holt Public and here in Holt Junior High School, that's what we're in the business of doing. We talk about educating and loving, and that comes every interaction, every young person at a time, every opportunity that we have to enhance other people, to uplift other people. So again, for to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. All right, everybody, have a great weekend. Much love, and we'll see you back on Tuesday. Take care.